So something snapped in Britain this year. Not in the economy, not in the military, but in the quiet contract between the public and the people who govern them. Because overnight, the UK went from rebuilding the nation to militarizing the nation. And the bill isn't going to corporations, oligarchs, or offshore giants. It's landing straight in the pockets of 1.7 million middle-class families who never voted for any of this in the very first place. Now, if you felt like life got harder, tighter, more squeezed this year, you're not imagining it. If you sense that promises of stability and moderation were swapped out the second the election was over, you're right. Because suddenly, ordinary people are being told, you're going to pay more just because we said so. And here's the part no one wants to admit yet. This isn't just about taxes. This isn't even about budgets. It's about Europe quietly preparing for a new era of militarization. One the public was never told about, never consulted on, and never asked to vote for. And the moment you follow the money, everything starts to flip. Because the real headline isn't Rachel Reeves raises taxes. It's this. Britain is funding its largest military expansion in a generation by shifting the entire burden onto working households during a cost of living crisis. And who benefits from all this? Defense contractors, arms manufacturers, NATO procurement chains, industries reporting record profits and multi-billion-pound backlogs. So who pays then? Well, teachers, nurses, tradespeople, young professionals, families already drowning in inflation, rent pressure, and wage stagnation. It's crazy. And what breaks if nothing changes? Well, trust for sure, social cohesion, and the last threads connecting citizens to a political class that treats them like an ATM. Because on November 26th, Chancellor Rachel Reeves unveiled a tax package that the Treasury estimates will extract 26 billion pounds from British citizens by 2031. But here's the twist. There is no intelligence briefing, no disclosure of imminent threat, no new national security revelation to justify this type of urgency. Just vague talk of instability and global uncertainty. It's like being told your house needs rebuilding, but no one will show you the cracks. Now, Reeves campaigned on not raising taxes on ordinary workers. She said it on TV repeatedly. Income tax, national insurance, working families protected. Yet, the first major fiscal announcement, a decade-long tax squeeze hitting working families. And it's like your mechanic promising a cheap tune-up, then billing you for a new engine because conditions changed. Now, the Office for Budget Responsibility projects the average tax burden will rise to 38% in the next coming years. 38%! That's the highest since World War II. This isn't just an adjustment. It's a transformation, a redistribution, but not downward. It's money moved from households to hardware. Now, the UK has committed to pushing defense spending to 2.6% of GDP by 2027, a level that aligns with both NATO pressure and the political climate shaped by Donald Trump's demands on allies. But the public, they were never told the price tag would be taken from their paychecks. It's like paying more rent because your landlord bought a new sports car. The government frames this as fair contribution for national security. But analysts note that there's no disclosed intelligence threat. no outlined strategic doctrine, no parliamentary transparency, no state of emergency, only a vague, shadowy sense of danger amplified across the EU. Fear has become a budget line. Now, Germany, Europe's economic engine, is sputtering. It has cut social spending, it has boosted military allocations, but still isn't close to NATO's targets, which means higher taxes are almost certainly coming. Now, Europe is replaying a familiar pattern here. Economic slowdown plus military buildup plus public unease is the oldest script on the continent. Cuts to social spending, restrictions on pension relief, new pressures on investments, fiscal drag pushing millions into higher brackets. And the quiet part, every pound pulled from a family's pocket is a pound not circulating in the real economy. This is austerity with new branding. More NATO posturing near Russia, more Russia military buildup, more European military expansion, more procurement contracts, more public financing. It's a feedback loop, an arms race without public consent. It's like two neighbors installing more expensive security systems because they spooked each other with rumors that they can't even verify. Now, Keir Starmer's popularity is slipping. Reeves faces criticism from analysts across the spectrum. Nigel Farage and Reform UK are gaining ground in polls. This isn't random. People feel betrayed because the middle class was told no new taxes until the government needed them to pay for something they never approved of. Now, here's a deeper truth. Europe's political class spent a decade deferring investment, avoiding hard choices, and relying on low growth and old assumptions. Now those chickens are coming home. But instead of being honest, governments are leaning on fear because fear is the one political tool that requires no evidence whatsoever. It's the movie villain who whispers in the dark, "Trust me, you don't want to know what's out there," is basically what they're saying. And the public can feel this. They can feel it, even if they can't name it. The UK promised a new era after 2024. Instead, it delivered higher taxes and a harsher cost of living, militarization without explanation, and a political class insisting it's necessary. So what do you guys think? Do I have this all right? Do I have it all wrong? Put in the comments section below. I look forward to reading and replying to all of your guys' comments. And thank you guys again so much for watching me here on The Baseline. All right. Cheers, everybody.